In Myth Today, Roland Barthes' main goal is to perform a dialectical fusion between ideological criticism and semiotics. He strives to prove that understanding the notion of science to any act of interpretation is essential. In order for Barthes to understand the connection between social objects and history, he has to think about again his own faulty and simplistic notions of the relationship between the sign and the real. The essay Myth Today represents a theoretical statement, wherein Barthes applies the model of the sign to a large variety of French cultural products, one of them being the Paris Match magazine. Mythology is the process by which neutral events are formed to imply something beyond their obvious meaning. Mythology is also the process of examining these interpretations in such a way as to underline their ideological function. Barth claims that myth is a type of speech. Myth is not defined by the object of its message, but rather by the way in which it completes the message. The bourgeoisie used to impose their own interpretations through narratives, pictures, and art forms upon events that are in themselves neutral to support their social dominance. Barth calls this phenomenon speech act, which is the performance of several acts at once, distinguished by different aspects of the speaker's intentions. Barth believes that signs are composed of a signifier and a signified. He is not interested solely in verbal signs, but rather he shows concern about the concept of neologism, which tries to define interpretations or constructions imposed upon words. Barth believes that in myth there are two semiological systems. At the first level, a sign incorporates a signifier attached to the mental concept of a specific object, the signified. Therefore, at the second level, such sign becomes a specific signifier with a particular signified. The sign produced thereby is the result of the signification process. Barth calls the first level of signification a linguistic system, or language object. The second level of signification consists of the myth itself, which is regarded to be the meta-language. Meta-language is basically a second language in which one speaks about the first. The distinction between the meaning created by the first level of signification and the one coined by the second level is called signification. For this reason, a picture of a Negro soldier saluting the French flag acquires a different meaning than what it might signify to us. France is a great empire, and all soldiers, no matter what color or race they are, love their country and serve it faithfully. Critics of colonialism might learn a lesson here just by observing the passion and serving its talents displayed by a Negro soldier. The meaning of denotation of this picture is only a Negro soldier paying tribute to the French flag. On the other hand, the ideological signification or connotation of this photo is attempting to give grounds to French colonialism and imperialism. This contemporary image signifies victory, liberation, and the raising of the American flag. Such flag is a document of the restored democracy right after World War II and depicts America's great efforts to come together again and struggle against evil. This powerful image signifies democracy and freedom at all costs, and that it takes a whole nation to maintain such liberty. In the first image, democracy is portrayed as freedom of speech, religion, and choice. Achieving freedom is hard and costly, but it's worth it. Liberty is a collective thing, gained through efforts of united people. The image shows how democracy and freedom in the US rely on the interdependency of its people. Everybody recognizes this powerful image. As we move further away chronologically from the moment depicted in this picture, the image becomes a variable and abstracted signifier. People of my age are unaware of all the meanings this picture signified. The image is losing its specific context and becoming a sign for victory, liberation, and democracy. As signs get reused, they enter the second order system, which is the realm of myth. In the second image, those meanings from the first image are no longer there, as the advertisement does not represent any kind of freedom. A new myth has been created. It is just a legendary image of the American Army at Iwo Jima being used to promote family vacations. It doesn't represent the freedom to get control over your own life at all. The people depicted in this ad are free to buy, to choose the kind of vacation that best fits their needs, according to the trends of the masses. Freedom means being able to be individual. The people in this ad can achieve freedom by going beyond trends, and everyone can do it, as what matters most is how well you perform in the work-life battle. There is no struggle in this image, and little effort involved in this new type of freedom. It looks like fun. The kids in this image do not seem to struggle for freedom. Freedom is something that can be achieved by being members of a consumer society only. The price we pay for freedom is strictly monetary. Nowadays, we don't fight for freedom, we simply buy it. In this ad, there is no evidence of struggle to obtain money. There is no such thing as being individual. Being individual becomes a common lifestyle, a status. The family members in this ad are pledging allegiance to the consumer society they live in, instead of pledging themselves to the flag of the United States of America. The flag is a signifier for their ideals and social relations of our nation. It is a sacred symbol of the nation's state. In today's world, people pledge their allegiance to corporations that promise liberty and justice for all. A new myth is born. Thank you.